I've been eating at this Cuban restaurant. It's like $8 for this huge plate of rice, beans, and pulled pork. It's so delicious. And they put 3 little plantains on top of the pork. It's amazing. I love that food.
You like plantains now? You a plantain man?
I've always liked plantains. Yeah, I like bananas in general, but any sort of banana.
Every show he talks about plantains.
Yeah, you can't get this guy and his fucking plantains.
Can't keep him away from me.
Just on and on and on.
You know I'm allergic, right?
Started in South America.
I like power through my allergy to eat more of them.
You're allergic
to more
to bananas
plantains?
and plantains?
Are plantains
my
the
whole
baby
mouth
bananas?
feels like I've been chewing fiberglass when I eat a banana. But I love those things. So I like slice them up in cereal, have a Benadryl.
I love bananas, but if they made my mouth hurt, I wouldn't eat them.
You don't like banana pudding? Banana pudding's worth a little pain.
Just a little plantain, a little Benadryl, and I just keep eating plantains till I see the Hat Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bananas do make any cereal. You can have, what is this shitty cereal? Total, right? The Total. Have you guys ever had that? The Total is bullshit cereal.
Bran flakes of any kind, really.
You can put banana in it and turn it into a reasonable meal.
Not just banana. What was
it's a huge cereal upgrade. Plantains and your Benadryl and your allergies and what you power through.
Avocado, I'm also allergic to. I went down to Florida one time and I was staying with this girl for like 3 or 4 days. And, you know, I'm on my best behavior here, trying to make a good impression. We're hooking up and everything. I've already sealed the deal, but like, I like this girl. I'm trying to be cool cop. We go into like Chipotle or some shit. And, I order this burrito and I get guac on the burrito and we're eating it in there. And I'm trying to eat with my mouth closed. You know, obviously I'm kind of on a date here. And I ended up biting my lower lip so severely that it bled a little. Like I touched it and there's like a little blood inside my mouth. And I was like, oh,
eat much, idiot.
Right? But I don't say anything, right? I'm like,
you don't want to know about your eating disorder.
I'm like, oh, look at that. I bit myself and now I'm bleeding. Isn't that hot? So I don't say anything. And the guacamole gets in the fucking open wound. And it gives me a super allergic reaction. And my lips swell up like Eddie Murphy in The Nutty Professor.
And when was this?
And, this is in a decade ago.
Okay.
Remember it's the PK that I got like the hand job on. You could like hear the girls like bangle bracelets jangling or whatever. And somebody called me on it.
I thought she blew you. I'm disappointed.
I mean, I've had all sorts of relations during the show, if I'm being honest. But I think I think that was the situation.
Half of which with women.
Yeah, some of which girls
almost half.
All right,
they're not all just with Toby.
They all identified as women. All right.
Yeah, and if it's
Very
straight
progressive.
in your mind, close enough.
It's like that non-Euclidean geometry. It's made for shapes that aren't flat. It's so you can do math there. Yeah,
exactly. That's you getting off with the trans person.
No, but I did bite. My lip was just awful, and she's like, "What the fuck happened to your face?" When I came out of the bathroom, and I'm like, "I've never allergic to the guacamole and got in the open wound." But it worked out. She didn't care, but that was one of the most embarrassing.
I got into a fight in the Chipotle bathroom.
like that guy grabbed your wallet.
We better get out of here before he comes out. You don't want to see him. It's gross.
That's less embarrassing than guacamole.
I don't want to make you retell the poo story, but do you have any embarrassing date stories, Taylor? Like something like that, where like
an embarrassing date story.
Yeah.
I'd have to give it some thought. Nothing's jumping out at me. The fallout of shitting in my high school girlfriend's house and having it overflow into the foyer to be seen by the whole family, like the fallout, like all the other embarrassing memories that would still be there in my head are that house from the 40s that just got just obliterated by the fallout of how truly embarrassing that was. So I'd have to, because lots of embarrassing stuff has happened to me in my life, tons. But if it was like, what's the second most or third most embarrassing thing, I'd really have to mull it over because that is first place by so much.
I might have one. So this one actually happened like 2 years ago, I think. I wasn't even like, it wasn't a date, quote unquote, but it was a date. I could make it a little worse in that regard because it was a date with a girl that I was already like dating, right? And my parents were there. We were all going out to this we were going out to eat like lunch, dinner, something like that. I don't remember, but me and Cody, donut operator, had been going to this brunch place forever. Like we have multiple fucking just during the week we go out to this brunch place. We plan videos, we kind of schedule our day and shit. And they changed up the oil that they were using in the eggs. And so he just told me like 2 days prior, like it's that the like yellow oil they use just for the color or whatever, but they started using a fuckload of it, and it's just like destroys your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me a story a couple days later, or a couple days earlier, where he apparently just shit his pants in a fucking airport, which is a terrible place to shit your pants. It's great because you already have a change of clothes, but like,
yeah, that's true. Still embarrassing. Yeah,
very
you have to
embarrassing
sit next to these people.
But I made fun of him because he's a little older than I am. Like, you getting to be an old man, or you're already shitting your pants in public, whatever. Not 2 days fucking later, I'm on this date, and I fucking whole ass just shit myself as
on
just
the
a
date?
grown ass man. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Did you get a second date?
Is it recoverable? Like
it was
when you say you shit
recoverable.
yourself, can you go to the bathroom and like take the underwear off and like come back from this?
That is what I did.
Did it hit the pants? Did it go through the underwear and touch the pants?
Not really. Not
It didn't
really.
suck through.
That's
all
not
that
a no.
It wasn't. But it was oil. It was the same fucking oil. It was just like, oh god. And I've never shit my pants my entire fucking life, even as a kid. Never fucking happened.
I have a question for Taylor.
I've shit my pants.
Your dating life. I hope I'm not oversharing. I think this will be okay. Otherwise, I'd keep it to myself. You were once talking to a girl, and during your conversations before you met her, she told you that she was going to use your skin to make a lampshade. Did you decide to meet her anyway?
I don't believe so.
No, that was a showstopper for you.
There's some stuff that's just weird. where like, and if I recall that conversation, I think it was like both of us trying to actually, no, I think we did go on a date because it was both of us like doing like weird, like a lot of girls will do that thing where like, I hope you're not a serial killer. And then you'll like respond in a playful, jokey way. Like, yeah, like if I was, you think I'd give away the recipe for it right here? You think I'm stupid? You think I would do this and then this and then this, like specific things. And then like, oh, well, I'm going to, make a lampshade out of your skin, like whatever. That's just like jokey. For a second, it took me a second to remember that.
I enjoy.
As long as you're like playful and fun, that stuff. Don't open with I'm a serial killer, lol. Like don't
tell me how to riz. All right.
3 out of 10 times. 3 out of 10 times it works every time.
Yes. Then if you don't, Woody got swiping me.
Woody got married very young, several decades ago, and so I like to catch Woody up on like what modern dating is like, because I feel like you're always, wow, really, right away, like,
yeah, that baffles me.
And like one of the things, and Taylor, I'm sure you've done stuff similar to this. Like if you're trying to get a young lady to come to your household and you haven't met her before, there is some sketchiness to that, and I understand it. So I'll be like,
why would our houses be sketchy?
Well,
because he's got a sex swing and fucking.
Well, I mean, the real thing is you're going to a strange man's house that you've never met before to hook up, and you don't even know if these pictures are for sure him. Maybe like who knows what kind of ghoul is luring me to this house in a cul-de-sac somewhere, right? And I'll point that out to them. I'll say, look, tell your friend that, show him my picture and like here's my fucking driver's license and shit. Look, this is me. Now, if you Google me, you'll see some rough shit. But ignore all that.
You don't meet them somewhere first,
anyway.
And then try to go back to their like you don't meet them like in public, like at a restaurant first to kind of feel them out and say, do you want to get drinks at my house or whatever?
It's like what that's up to them. But I
generally
fine
do
with
that.
You just showing up at my house. Like if we've been chatting for a couple hours and you're a cute girl and come over,
Well,
and
maybe if my Tinder looked like yours, then yeah,
I think you look great. Like you look great in that fight too. We didn't touch on that much, but
beat that guy's ass.
It's there's a lot of ways you can go into one of these like celebrity boxing matches, and like you can come out looking silly or embarrass yourself, and it's like, yeah, he won, but man, he really should have knocked him out. You're like, what? I thought you looked great. I thought that was a win all around for you.
I went sober for 6 weeks and trained basically almost every day because I had 6 weeks notice on that fight, which is not enough.
No,
like I went up to my trainer, who was fantastic. Fucking shout out Matt. But him and Eli trained me up, and my God, they were just like both when they were like, "You're fighting when? You're going to my house right now and we're sparring today."
Yeah. Fix your diet starting this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like immediately to start sparring. There's no time to be doing anything. This isn't Rocky Balboa, right? Like you got to learn to block a punch or like not get. I don't know anything about boxing other than apparently it's not real.
Most importantly,
Francis Ngannou just went and beat the heavyweight champion of the world.
I hated that. That sucked. But well, realistically, with sparring, the biggest thing is to learn how to get punched in the fucking head and not turn away. So like you could tell if somebody hasn't sparred because they get into the ring and as soon as they start taking punches to the face, they turn around because like you're trying to hide your face. Like it's just an instinct thing. Everybody fucking does it if they've never sparred.
Yeah.
That's a big
that makes
thing.
sense.